What's going on, everyone? Well, just like I said, I was going to do another update video on the equipment and just the things I was going to be using on this new build. Well, let's start off with the substrate. Substrate I decided to go with is the Mr. Aqua soil. Did a bit of research on this stuff, and a lot of forums were comparing this to the ADA Amazonia. Haven't really seen anybody on YouTube using this. I looked it up a little bit on YouTube, and I really didn't find too much. All I found mostly was the Mr. Aqua tanks. So I'll end up doing a review on this, see how it works out. It's supposed to keep your water or your pH at 6 or 6.5, and I'm assuming that's if you're using RO water. You're supposed to place this into an aquarium, and it says that it takes 12 hours after filtering that it's safe for you to put fish in. So I'll still be checking the parameters of the water just to make sure that it will be safe to put my fish in there. The granule size of it, they're the small ones, so I'm really hoping I can put some small stem plants in here, and they won't float away or anything. But overall, looks pretty good. Got myself 5 bags, probably a bit much for that tank that I have, but I think it's better to have more than not enough. So and then again, I don't know how the layout on the tank is going to be. I still haven't even done anything of that. I haven't started or anything, so if I end up needing more, then I have more. If I don't, I don't. Anyways, let's go on to the lily pipes. Lily pipe, the intake and the outtake. There's the lily pipe. This company, what was the company's name? I think it's Viv International. Not too sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I took them out of there. Glass is pretty thick. I believe they're fairly new, but I'm not sure. I know that my LFS, my local fish store, told me that they were pretty new. I was impressed with the quality of it. I mean, it's pretty thick. The glass is pretty thick. I mean, it's not ADA, but it's better than the plastic ones, I think. Well, it looks better. This little guy here, drop checker. Now, I was actually looking for one that I was going to stick on the side of the aquarium. Let's see if I can do this with one hand, you guys. Oh, there it goes. This actually just hangs on the rim of the aquarium, just like so. You put your solution right in there. Goes over to the other side, and I guess this part sits in the water, and then that's how you get your reading out of there. Cool little drop checker. I've never seen one like this. But that's that. I ended up getting a reactor from ISTA, and this is what's gonna diffuse all the CO2. I've already had one of these before, so I know this thing works. It's plastic, but it actually really works, and love this little thing here. I'm gonna keep on using my paintball canister that I've been using. I was thinking about upgrading to a 5-pound bottles of CO2, but I'm just gonna keep on using my little paintball canister. I have 2 different ones. I have 2 of them. I can just swap out when the other one runs out. I didn't feel like there was a need to replace it. But anyways, I ended up picking up a new regulator. This is by Aquatic Life. I was gonna get a Milwaukee one, but I started reading and seeing some videos on some people having problems with their solenoid getting stuck and poor customer support, and that's what led me not to get it. So I ended up getting one of these. My LFS was actually running this one on their display tank, and it's been running great for like about a year and a half with no issues, so that's why I went with that. This is just the adapter for the paintball canister to this. Ended up picking up a Milwaukee pH controller, and this is what's going to keep, well, yeah, of course you guys know, this is what's going to keep my CO2 on on and off at a certain pH level, whatever I set it up to be at. So never used one of these. It's my first time going to be using one of these. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be using RO water in the new setup. So that's why I got this. Got a new fixture as well. New fixture is made by Current. It's a Nova Extreme 4 bulb T5HO. I know a lot of people don't like this, and I know it's not the best quality out there, but the tank is so small and shallow. I don't even think I'm going to need much light in there, just because it's so shallow. As a matter of fact, I'm going to end up building some kind of a hanging kit to hang this thing, because it's going to be so powerful because the tank is so shallow. The light fixture does come with 2 Actinics and 2 12K bulbs in there. The Actinics, I'm going to replace them with these Chulumen Flora freshwater T5HO bulbs. They're the purple and red bulbs. They're supposed to promote, better growth in your plants, I guess. So that's what I'm going to replace them with. There's one thing that I am forgetting. It's in the other room. I'm not going to get it, but there is a brand new 306 Fluval 306 that I'm going to be using on this whole setup right here. You guys will see that later. But that's pretty much it right there, you guys. Just all the stuff that I'm going to be using in this new build, and of course I got all my hardscape stuff, all the rocks and everything. So, but that's that update there, and thanks for watching, everyone. Later.